Hello everybody, this will be a video on single prints and how to trade them. Most commonly they can be found using Exocharts. I'll walk you through step by step of single prints and learn how you can trade them. Again, if you guys learn something new from this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Plus I'll leave a link in the description to a Discord where I post the template for the Exocharts that can be formatted for you so you don't have to go through the hassle of configuring out the template for the Exochart. So I'm just going to go to Exocharts, and essentially what we are looking for is an acronym of SP. And single prints, really why they happen and when they happen, is really just a large volume profile of the volume analyzed for the range in the day. In this case, for my specific template, it is analyzing the whole volume for the whole day in this case. And what I like to use is the half an hour to 30-minute time frame to identify these, along with 30 tick. And so again, what I'm looking for is a SP. And so this can give you a range of where the single print is beginning and ending. In this case, the single print is beginning at 45,062.5, which is right here. And then it's ending at 45,812, again right here. And here it gives you the amount of single print rows. And so as a rule of thumb, I find that single print rows, or a group of single prints in this case, anything greater than 3 is significant, and I would put down onto my TradingView chart. Now, how do single prints come about? Well, you can see right here that we have price trading, and it goes into a range or a session of the whole day. And here, every time price comes towards a certain level, it will mark it out in a brick looking thing. And if you really zoom in here, you can see these small letterings. And so the beginning of the volume range begins with A's, and then it kind of works its way up to X's, I believe, and then it resets again to a lowercase a all the way up to a lowercase x. And so really the more price tends to stay in that region and trade within that price, the more the bricks, I guess you can look at it, or prints, the print will come out within the range. And so you can see price was trading a lot in this certain range, meaning there was a lot of single prints being done. And now what happens when a single print happens is that usually price will quickly move above in a range, or a quick pump or dump. In this case, it's a quick pump up. As you can see, price didn't really come back and kind of consolidate within this price action. Hence why there is a single row of single prints in this case. And what's nice about Exocharts is that it will map it out for you. Again, this template is the single prints entails. It's in the Discord under my Exochart levels. If you guys do end up joining, but if not, that's fine too. And so anyways, this is an important thing to mark out on your chart. And in TradingView, what I usually like to mark out when price does end up doing a single print is that I'll just write the single print beginning, and usually blue in this case. I'm just gonna jot that down. And I'll write SP for single print begin, and I'll write down the coordinates of where the single print is beginning. There is no single print beginning right here, but I'm just mapping this out as an example. And then I will, again, kind of edit this one and then write down the coordinates of where the single print is ending. And so I'll just write down SP end for the short acronym, and then of course the coordinates and the right location of where the line is going to be. So that is just something to look out for. Again, single prints can form when price quickly moves up or down. So in this case, price quickly moved up, and so single prints formed right here. I'll just look around for another example of a single print. Here, right here, we had a row of 3, which is kind of more significant. I guess I'll look at this row of 5 right here. And you can see that price quickly moved down and didn't really consolidate with that region. Hence why there's a 5 rows of single prints in that case. And you can see if you look back that it kind of acted as resistance and then kind of filled again later. So I'll go more into that now. And so this was a way that you can actually end up trading these single prints. And so they can be looked at as a support and resistance. Again, I like to use confluence with these kind of before really treating them as support and resistance. And again, you want to look for divergences based off of market cipher. It's what I like to do. And these can be treated as little scalp trades. And so if you have price kind of coming down when it's above the single prints, this would actually be reversed where the single print is beginning right here and then it's ending on the bottom. But we'll just leave that be for the purpose of the video. And so we'll have price coming down and then it will come to the single prints beginning. And if you see a divergence forming, you'll get a bounce back up from that. And so that is one way you can look at as trading single prints. Next thing you can look for too is that if you have price coming down towards the single prints and it breaks through that single print, you can expect price to come down lower towards the single print beginning. And as price is coming down lower, usually, not all the time, but usually price does like to consolidate within here just to fill up the volume, as price usually likes to evenly distribute volume between buyers and sellers during these single prints or just in general. So usually price will just kind of start to consolidate. And finally, when it does end up consolidating, it will bounce off of the single prints ending. And here you can look for another potential long strategy or a divergence again on market cipher B for another long scenario or move up for a trade. Likewise, you can do the opposite for when a single print is above the current price action. So I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. And here you'll have price coming up. You can look for a possible rejection based off of divergences, and then price might break through it. Again, range sideways a little bit, and then it'll finally come up and fill the single print and then reject down. And again, you want to be looking for divergences forming based off of each of these times that price does come up and end up touching and filling the single prints. That is pretty much it to trading and looking in at identifying single prints. Again, you want to look for, as a general rule of thumb, rows of 3 or greater. In that case, there was a row of 31, so I definitely write those down on my chart. In Exocharts, again, you want to be looking at the 30-minute time frame with 30 tick, just as a basic scenario for identifying swing or single prints that are really worthwhile trading. And again, once you map them down in TradingView, you want to be looking for longs and shorts based off of where price is heading. And again, look for divergences based on market cipher in order to trade these single prints. Also, I do not like to trade these alone. I usually like to look for confluence within these and just kind of. Also, I'll leave a link to a Discord where you can find the templates code that I use in the video as shown, just as a quick reference guide for you, and you can use to import and export into your Exocharts. Thanks. Bye.